Good day and welcome to the stream where we will be flying the xcrafts Embraer 175 regional jet out of O'Hare Airport in Chicago down to Little Rock, Arkansas. We are here at gate Foxtrot 28 in O'Hare Airport, in X-Plane 12 of course, and this will be a pretty short flight. We will take a look at the times here. We out at 1640 Zulu, which is about 5 minutes from now, so we're going to be late. And then we are back on the blocks at 1835 Zulu. So as you can see, from block to block, we're about 2 hours, but we should beat that fairly comfortably. But actual in the air time, looking to take off at 1700 Zulu, which we might be able to still achieve that, and wheels back on the ground at 1627. So an hour and 27 minutes flight time approximately. Got 52 packs on board. And yeah, this should be a pretty simple one. We'll try to go through some tutorial aspects as well. We are connected to VATSIM, where we have received our PDC automatically since, well, we haven't received a PDC, we've received a squawk code because there are no controllers in the area right now. So let's jump right in. Hope everyone enjoys the flight. Alright, here we in the cockpit. Just make sure we have all of our ground objects, engine covers. We'll take the engine covers off, we'll keep the ground objects. And we are connected to the gate, so we can open the forward passenger door. Okay, battery 1 on. Battery 2 on. We'll just wait for the warnings here, and then we'll go back up into the overhead. 81 seconds, 80 seconds to IRS alignment. There we go. Clear that caution. Okay, back to the overhead and get the rest of the thing. We've got the GPU connected, so we'll actually go to the electrical page here. And you can see that the GPU is connected, but we haven't... it's interesting here, can't see the characteristics of the power vis-a-vis voltage, frequency, and how many amps are coming out of there until we actually put it in use. I don't know if that's actually real, but how it works in real life. But usually when you connect a GPU, you can see its power characteristics without actually accepting the power from the GPU. Anyhow, there we go. Get through the rest of the overhead. So we got the GPU connected. Obviously, the TRU 1, 2, and ESS are all in auto, which is correct. Batteries 1 and 2 are obviously on. The DC bus ties is in auto. Cockpit lights, I can basically knock these all the way down. Enunciator test. Okay. Dome light, we'll turn that off. For some reason it's on. We'll arm the emergency light. Passenger signs will go on. Leave the APU alone for a moment, but we can do the fire test. Okay. All those warnings should go off now. There we go. Clear the warning. Wipers are off, which is a good thing. External lights, nav light is on, all the other lights are off, that's correct. The hydraulic pumps are all in auto. Electric pump A is off because we're going to use electric pump B in system 3. Pressurization, cabin altitude, auto, that's all good. Windshield ice protection, all dark, that's good. And okay, we have done the overhead for now. We'll just make sure that our throttles are in idle, that's good. Flaps, make sure everything is in the proper position, that looks fine. Flight control panel, everything looks good there. Alright, that's all good, and let it go to APU on. We'll wait for the yellow box to light up here and start. Okay, APU N1 is rising. We should see our electrical page update. And there we go, APU is connected. And we can unselect the GPU. As you can see, the GPU is disconnected and requests GPU to be removed. Okay, so that's the airplane powered up. So IRSs have aligned, and we can now put some information into the FMS or FMC. We'll go straight to the route page. First of all, we'll just make sure that our nav data is accurate. AirAC cycle 2605 is correct. And straight to the route page. We'll actually type in our saved flight plan, KORD to KLIT 01 as our company route. Flight ID today, or squawk call sign I should say, but SkyWest, what are we? SkyWest 5984. And we can go ahead and activate that. We will be 10 left actually. I don't know if this will accept the runway designation, but we'll see. No, okay. Go ahead and activate that. We'll go back to the, we'll actually go to plan mode here because we'll be reviewing the flight. The legs over the plan mode, which are not many waypoints. Okay, so we're in there. I'm not going to go through the departure yet. Go to the perf page. I want to get the weights sorted out. Okay, so our alternate fuel. Here's our alternate fuel. Our alternate is Fort Worth, so it's 2864. Next page. Our cruise altitude today is 340. Cruise winds, well, the average winds are 264 or 35. Takeoff center gravity, I'll get that in a moment from the EFB. The ISA deviation is plus 8 Celsius. So we'll just go 8 Celsius. Zero fuel weight I'll get from the EFB. So we'll go Crest Company. View the load sheet. And we'll just make sure these match. So our zero fuel weight for this flight is 58,340. 58,340 matches our fuel, 10,301 pounds and 300 pounds. Our takeoff weight, 68,641, 68,006. So we're looking at the burn about 440 pounds on the taxi. That's okay. And here we go now to get our center of gravity. It's here to take off. CG is 17.8. And our zero fuel weight will be 58,340. So here's the performance init page. The climb speed 270 up to Mach 74, that's fine. The cruise speed is okay, and the descent speed, I'm okay with that. No. We can load this airplane. Okay, airplane is loaded, so we'll go back to the ground, close the door, and disconnect the jetway. So we've entered all the weights into the aircraft. Go through the rest of this. So this is takeoff performance. Before I go into the takeoff performance right now, what we will do is finish the route. Excuse me, the flight plan. And enter our departure. Our departure will be don't actually have a star, but we can be sure that it will be the O'Hare. Usually it's the O'Hare 6. So we go to Avitab, airports, get O'Hare's in here. That's the O'Hare 9. So we do have some jazz going on here at the airport. It's basically expect radar vectors, all aircraft. So 3,000 away from GCO, VOR 5.5. You have to be 3,000 feet, cross 8.5 miles from GCO at or above 4,000, then maintain 5,000. So we can get that altitude selected in here for 5,000. And got runway 10 left. Apply. So we'll basically be making a right turn. I'll probably fly straight out to get to 5,000 feet, 8.5 miles away from GCO. VOR to Chicago VOR, which is 108.25. Put that into nav 1. Squawk code for the flight while we're here, 5677. And we can start squawking TARA. And back to the flight plan. Can activate the departure. And oops. We don't really have an arrival, but we should be expecting runway 4 right on the ILS. We'll just grab those charts at Little Rock. Approach ILS 4 left, if that's correct. Yes, 4 right actually. So that should be all the charts I need. So runway 4 right, we have 8,251 feet available, but there's a pretty lengthy displaced threshold. But we still should have plenty of room. And there's the ILS frequency, 111.3. We'll sort that out when we get a little bit closer. But we'll take it from Otami. Because xcrafts haven't employed the ARC approaches and departures into the ILSs and the SIDS into their FMS yet. Apparently that's coming out in V3. So anyhow, trudging along here. So okay, we need to put in the should go to plan page so we can cycle through these. Basin, Bloker, Becky, Fam, and Little Rock. Ask for the arrival. Little Rock's going to be runway 4 right. ILS. Momty? No, I don't want Momty. But I could take the Little Rock VOR. Actually, I'll take neither. And we don't have a star. We can apply that and activate. Let's fix the arrival again. 4 right. ILS 4 right. Let's put Momty in and apply and activate. I can just delete some things here, which will be okay. Flight plan. Next. Otame, Getty, and 4 right. That's all I'm going to need or want. So I should be able to delete Monty and delete Delta 215 Sierra and to delete the as assigned and activate. Okay. So going through this fan, we'll vector ourselves to Otami, and that should be That should all be good. So we can go back to map mode here. Clean the map up a little bit. Navigates, everything, you know, that's all fine. Okay, so the weight is done. Get the weather in. The center's online. WXKORD. .CTAF KORD. 12750. Stick that in first. Oh, that's right. I can't do it that way. I haven't flown this plane in a while, but okay. Let's go back. So I gotta go here and then go 120.750. There we go. Anyway, so METAR KORD 1551 Zulu. What time are we at now? 15:51, so that's a little over an hour old, okay. Wind 0609er, visibility 10 statute miles, few clouds 50,000, few clouds 30,000. Temperature 27, 2.14, altimeter 3000, and that looks fine. Altimeter 3000, set. Okay, perf in it. This is all good. That's all clean. That looks clean. Takeoff data set, so turn to EFB, takeoff power, well, weight and balance, so takeoff weight will be 68641. 68641, we are departing from 10 left. And we're gonna do takeoff 1 is correct, flaps 2. We have wind at 0609er. We have temperature 27, QNH 3000. The weight's good. Takeoff 1 is good. Flaps 2, that's all good. 10 left, dry. Okay, compute all that. V1 127. Got a takeoff 1. ATCIS on. ATTCS on. PAX will be on. Anti-ice will be off. Flex temperature not simulated, but we'll leave it off. We would otherwise have selected a temperature of about 39, I think, according to SimBrief. Takeoff temperature is 27. And can enter that. FMS takeoff. Dry good. Wind is 69 knots. Alright, that gives me a headwind of 7 knots and a crosswind of 5. Next page. It is flaps 2, so that's fine. Return. Takeoff CG 17.8, that's correct. Takeoff temperature 27. Flex temp is off. That's good. Takeoff V1 127. 131 V rotate. And V2 135. VFS 187. Pitch trim will be up 0.4 to takeoff pitch will be 11. Okay, so we are all set up. Everything is in. We will be flying off on the nav. Oh, the flight directives are off, okay. Okay, we go ahead and plan the push. Be pushing out here onto Alpha.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
And we'll just go to ground services, get those ground objects removed, and
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
let's go. I got this mark off. EH1 is good. And red beacon will go on.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Park brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Trim is set to 4 for the takeoff. Oh, air traffic, SkyWest 5984, pushing back from Foxtrot 28 onto Alpha. Oh, air traffic.
Air traffic, Delta 747 Heavy, type B748, just downwind off of runway 10 center, O'Hare traffic.
Alright, so we're going to be taking off from 10 left here from Delta Delta, so it's just Alpha straight down, so pretty short taxi. I don't know if this airport layout has been updated for all of that construction over there that's been done, but we'll see what we find out when we get there. Okay, let's get the engines started. Engine 1. Start. Go ignition Alpha. And to 24% now. Alright, we got fuel flow. And one on the rise.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Park brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, that's a good engine. It's a good engine. Start engine 2. Start. Ignition Alpha.
Delta 747A reporting rough winds off to the south side of O'Hare. O'Hare traffic.
Rough winds, okay. And a good engine start. We can disconnect the tow. Thank you, sir. Auto throttle's armed.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Thank you very much. Wow, that was actually a really good push. He almost nailed me on the taxi line. Okie doke. So we're gonna go to flight controls. Flight control test full up, full down, full left, full right, full rudder left, full rudder right. Very nice. Straight up on the status page. Map mode. O'Hare traffic, SkyWest 5984 taxiing to runway 10 left via Alpha and Delta Delta. O'Hare traffic. Park brake released. Nose taxi light on. Give it a bit of stick. Not too
Auto
keen.
brake.
Not too keen on the sounds that come with the aircraft. Maybe I should spend some money updating the sounds for the E-jets, but V3 is supposed to be out before the end of this calendar year, I believe. And, well, better wait for that, I think. So will Alpha take us all the way? Flaps need to go to 2. That's... Okie dokie.
Delta 747A turning on to base for runway 10 center. O'Hare traffic.
Yeah, this is the old O'Hare layout in X-plane. So, be doing something a little funnier. I think what they did is that they just basically, Alpha used to turn all the way up this way, and this is a bit of a bird's nest down here of taxiways, so I think they just tried to simplify it, but the uniform still looks like some sort of worm decided to design the taxiways there, but anyways, I think what I'll probably do is I'm going to get off of Alpha and get onto Bravo by continuing my journey to the left. this should be Bravo here. Oh, that's Kilo actually. Next one is Bravo. No, let's take Kilo. Yeah, I think this is now labeled as Alpha. Okay, how late are we here? We're just delayed. Should have taken off at 1700 Zulu, so we're probably going to be 10 minutes late on the departure.
Delta 747A Heavy, turning on to final for runway 10 center, O'Hare traffic.
Here's Delta Delta. Okay. APU should have been turned off, but that's okay now. Is that Jazz coming in?
Delta 747A Heavy, establish on the localizer for runway 10 center, O'Hare traffic.
O'Hare traffic, SkyWest 5984, lining up departing 10 left at Delta Delta O'Hare traffic. Okay, so get strobing.
United 567, what runway are you going for?
Okay, winds are at 160 coming off the left, so a bit of right rudder most likely. Stabilized. Thrust set. V1, rotate.
V2.
Positive rate, gear up.
Delta 747A Heavy, establish on the glide slope for runway 10 center, O'Hare traffic.
Flaps 1.
Delta 747A Heavy vacated on runway 10 center. I'll hear traffic.
Autopilot. Passing 10,000. Head on up for cruising altitude 340. Yeah, we do have Memphis Center, so we should have ATC getting into Little Rock. Speed is still on the elevator. As soon as I can do that. I'd forgotten about that switch. FMS speed versus manual speed, yes. It's all flooding back to me now. Maybe I should do an old one or two refresher flights before I get a stream going in this, I guess in any airplane. Nice switch airplanes a lot, almost all the time. Okay, let's have a look at where are we flying past here, folks? Where are we flying past? Now kind of sort of gained on time, off blocks. Departure, I was 11 minutes late on departure, but on the arrival, estimated 8:40, 1841 Zulu. Okay, past transition altitude. Standard. Okay. We will be, speed is on elevator still. We to get that SPDE. That means speed is by elevator, so that's it's just going to go full throttle or no throttle at all. To maintain like maximum altitude vertical climb. So right now we're just full bore climb 1. We're maintaining 270 knots by the elevator. So it's a case of whatever the vertical speed is. This is the variable. The vertical speed will be the variable. The 270 is the constant, and full throttle is the constant. Now when this goes to SPD, lowercase or subscript tango, means my speed will be per the FMS, in which case I can actually move my own hardware throttles and not affect the thrust. But as long as the speed is SPD echo, and that speed is on the elevator, adjusting your hardware on the throttles will affect thrust settings, and that's obviously undesirable. So I'm going to step away for about 5 minutes. Okay, we're back, folks, and just to demonstrate what I was talking about earlier, we can see on the annunciator panel here, the speed is in the elevator mode. So any adjustments that I make to my throttle hardware, like if I want to adjust the speed, it will, as you can see, it will listen to me. So we don't want to do that, obviously. So we have to keep the hardware throttles in the appropriate position until the speed goes to SPD Tango. Champagne down to our left. Got an aircraft at 45,000. Do I have the traffic on? Sorry, here now speed has gone from SPD Echo to SPD Tango, and we are now in cruise mode. So I hope I'm right about this, but I can adjust. I'm adjusting my hardware, and nothing is happening now, as you can see, to the throttles in the sim. So. Bit of an important note on how to have your hardware throttles affect the in-sim thrust settings, depending on if you're an SPD Echo or SPD Tango on the speed mode. We are 174 miles from Foxtrot to Alpha Mike VOR. What can we say about the xcrafts Embraer 175 V2? Let's talk about the textures. I think the textures are up there with some of the best I've seen. Cockpit textures are excellent. The knobs look really good. There's only a little bit of vertices on the circular portions, but the textures is really sharp, I think, on the cockpit. Looking at the textures of the paneling, the displays are all very good. Throttles look excellent. The yoke looks excellent. I mean, it is some of the wear on the glare shield on the corners looks really quite good. So texturing, it is a fantastic job by xcrafts. Even the engine cowlings look very good, and pylons look good. Taking a look outside the aircraft. Now that's super loud, but like the windows, like that. There. Someone does a smile on their face. He's just grinning. Yeah, this is a fantastic job. Fantastic looking. Absolutely fantastic. Even the decals, look at, you can actually read them. Yeah, just a tremendous texturing job by this is the we'll get back inside because that's super loud. So what do we say? Texturing acting systems. Systems are quite good. The FMS is a pretty darn authentic replication of the Honeywell system. I think they put a lot of work into that from the V1 era of the E-jets. Without going through all the systems, everything seems to work well. What they do not have. Let's say what they do not have flex temperature for takeoffs simulated, and I don't believe they have any arcs. For instance, if we go to Avitab here for a second, so go to airports and go to here's a good example. So there is there was an approach into ILS localizer 4 right up Little Rock, where if you're choosing initial approach fix of MOMT, we do have a DME arc. 19-mile DME arc from the Little Rock VOR here. So there's the center of the circle, Little Rock VOR, and here's your 19 DME arc. Okay. Now we're going to do something here. Actually, just in case, I'm going to with the airplane, I'm going to push to sync for the heading, and I'm going to go into heading mode for a moment. And I'm going to go to the arrival. I'm going to go into plan mode on the zoom in quite a bit here. About there. I'll clean up the map. I'll turn off nav aids and airports and waypoint identifiers. I'll knock out progress. I'll leave it. No, vertical instead. Alright. So we're going to go back to plan mode, and we're going to choose all of this again. Full right. ILS from MOMT. And there's no star. We're going to hit apply and activate. Now you can see, go back to the flight plan page, and we'll cycle through these now. So there's MOMT. Okay. And after MOMT is Delta 215 Sierra. Actually, I should probably have the waypoint identifiers up. Now you can see they did not calculate the arc here. The arc is not calculated by the FMS navigation system. That apparently is going to be simulated in the V3 version of E-Jets. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to delete Monty, delete Delta 215 Sierra, delete this as assigned, activate that, go back to map mode, and just deviate it very slightly, of course. Go back to nav mode, and we're just correcting to get back on track. So, okay, so that's I think those are the two biggest things. I think, you know, there's no flex takeoff simulated. Don't know if I can go through those pages again, but all these perf pages look really good. I mean, they're almost true to life, perhaps. I know I'm not a jets pilot in real life, not a pilot in real life at all, but all these seem to, you know, you can set, let me go back here, but perf you can set all these. You know, I can go, you know what, I want to go Mach decimal 8, I think we go 0.80 M, I think. And now I will start to accelerate to get up to Mach 8, right? So let's put that back to Mach 9. Mach 7.9, excuse me. So yeah, that's all good, right? So the performance init pages are really all good. The perf data is probably not available now because I'm in the flight. Takeoff, you know, all of this. So departure speed limits. All these are all simulated. So progress page. Got 98 miles to FAM. T-1754 Zulu. Alright, so let's go through some of the other systems pages. So this is the status page, gives you the gross weight of the aircraft. We do have total air temperature and static air temperature displayed on the typical ARC navigation page, which is good. Also the true airspeed, which is helpful. You know, the fix that you're going to, or the waypoint that you're inbound, with the distance to go and time to reach. Weather is off. I believe weather is simulated in this. So I think you do weather here. WX actual. Yeah, they've simulated all the weather here. So, but. I think the weather in X-Plane still leaves a lot to be desired, from my perspective. Tells you the TCAS settings you're in. Got the weather turned on now. Alright, we'll go to the flight control page. Oh yeah, the other thing they haven't simulated, I've noticed, and I'm not going to do this now, but if you turn the hydraulic pumps, the hydraulic electrical system 1, system 2, and system 3 pumps to off, you will still see that you have hydraulic systems pressurized here, which I'm pretty sure that's not accurately simulated. I believe when all of those hydraulic pumps are turned off, you see the rudders on system 3, the elevator on the left side is on system 1, and right inside system 2. But when all these pumps are off, these should all go into yellow. They should all turn yellow, as I've seen on actual YouTube flights of real E-jets. So that's my thoughts on the flight control page. Hydraulics, again, maybe we can look at this after we land if I have time. Do we have a lunch meeting at 11:30 Pacific time? We'll probably won't have time, but these systems, I believe the PSI is still shows as the hydraulic system to pressurize even when the pumps are off with this page as well, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I certainly know for the flight control page that that's the case. Okay, so hydraulics, all looks good. Fuel page, everything looks very well simulated here. You know, how much is left in tank 2, and tank 1, tank 2, and pads. The temperature of the fuel, 22 degrees, interesting. And when there's actually fuel going to the APU as well. So. Electrical page. Again, like I said, I think when the GPU is connected, I still think you should probably be shown the characteristics of the AC power before connecting. At least that's how it is on the ERJs, but maybe that's not the case on the jets. But we can't see that now. We saw that earlier in the video. And obviously the APU is disconnected, but the electrical system pages look good. One thing I haven't checked is like when you turn on the batteries, the voltage starts to slowly drop. Again, this is very well simulated in the ERJs by xcrafts. Just got to see, we're going to be not really quite there yet for entering Cleveland or Memphis airspace. But I have to check that. I'd have to check battery voltages. Probably do that in another video. So here's the environmental systems. As you can see, packs 1 and pack 2. Circulation fans are both on. Cockpit, forward cabin, aft cabin. We're getting 42 psi of air from the engines going through the packs to pressurize the cabin and to obviously provide on-board the OFV. Sometimes this green arrow here can just be going crazy back and forth between open and closed. That's something to look out for in your jets. I think that might be fixed in the then we have pressurization air into the cockpit as well. So actually go up here to air conditioning. Bring the cabin all the way down, and so you'll see it's now targeted to 18 degrees. Actually, the cockpit's a little too, and it can go as high as 28 degrees. so just put the cabin down. 21, I think, which is room temperature. So there is the environmental controls. Anti-ice. None of the anti-ice, so let's say these engine wing, engine 2. That's off. I don't know why the anti-ice is defaulted as on. But you can see the temperature coming in off the engines. Air PSI 4243. If I go to the ECS, it's basically the PSIs are matching, it seems. 47, 47. Oh, they're pretty close. I wonder, will these temperatures, that's reading the temperatures at the leading edge, or perhaps the air that's in the leading edge. So I wonder, would that drop down to, what's my total air temperature? My TAT is negative 18, so I wonder in real life, after we get thermal equilibrium here, that those temperatures should be in the negative, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, and then maintenance system config are obviously grayed out, probably not simulated. So that's all the systems pages. Plan page. Aircraft center, waypoint center, all those options there. And the map page, all those options of what you want to see, what you don't want to see. What they're on. The terrain mode. So install terrain radar plugin. I hope V3 fixes that. I don't think we should be looking to install some plugin to get terrain radar. We're not in X-Plane 10 or 11 anymore. So anyway, we'll go back to the weather mode. And yeah, I think that's the systems. The ICAS, call it that. I don't think that's accurate. This is the ICAS. Cabin altitude 8,000 feet, delta P 7.5. PSI, excuse me. Landing field elevation is 200 feet. Touchdown zone elevation 260, so that's pretty close. Little Rock is advertised at 266 feet on the airport chart. Landing in runway 4 right, we'll probably exit onto either Victor or Whiskey, and then Romeo to uniform, and just basically pick any gate that's available. Let's see, we're getting close to Memphis, so Memphis Center 132.55. So that's ready. What's kind of useful here on the radio stack as well, it does have your call sign, SkyWest 5984. I guess the other thing that can be a bit of a bit of an inconvenience, maybe is the right way to put it, is I believe there is a toga option, or you can, during takeoff, to forward the throttles to takeoff thrust setting. I think in the real aircraft, obviously the throttle levers are motorized, and it's taking information from, obviously the throttles are receiving, the information is sent to the electric motors controlling the throttles on takeoff, the appropriate throttle displacement to set the actual thrust setting. And we see in other developers' aircraft, for example, the flight factor 767, I believe. The Zippo 737 has this thing similar to throttles block, where you can kind of. So these are auto throttle disconnect buttons. I believe there's a button on the. I can't remember what that one is, but I think that might be. I think it's actually on the front. Let me see if I can do this. This is a bit weird, but maybe it's not. No, I think I'm confusing that with the. Yeah, so this is the toga button. So I think that is what they press in real life to command the throttles, the motors controlling the throttles to advance to the takeoff thrust setting. So you kind of have to do it yourself. What ends up happening is the dial on the thrust gauges will extend, like this blue will extend, and it'll exceed the what would you call it, the Scion V marker, which is the maximum thrust setting, maximum N1, I should say. So it'll exceed that, and then it'll correct itself to go back. It's just all a little bit not very precise. It's kind of disappointing, but it's not a major game changer. We've gone into roll mode for some reason. Okay, flight plan. Just KLIT, and we're gonna drop that in there. Activate. KLIT, put that into atomic. Activate. This is just wonderful. You know what, I'll just go direct to Tommy. Alright, sorry for that interruption. We been contacted by Memphis Center. Hello, SkyWest 5984, flight level 340. We are direct Little Rock.
SkyWest 5984, Memphis Center. IDEN, please.
Squawk IDEN, SkyWest 5984. So let's get the ILS frequency here. This is a DME ILS, so 111.3, course 047. Actually, you know what? I won't be able to use ILS. And here's another thing that's not simulated very well on the V2 edition of the jets. And that is, well, we'll see what happens, but let's put in the navigation information. So 111.3. Put that to nav 1. And what we can do up here is we can go to preview and put our course onto 047.
And Memphis Center, exec jet 976, we're ready to go for right, and not sure why SEMBRE filed us for so low going to my destination, but can we change it to flight level 420?
Pushback 185, you're leaving the airspace, no additional traffic, there's one aircraft, he's at 3 he won't be affected for you. The next sector's offline, as you know, frequency change, Brandon.
Frequency check, thanks, have a good one. See you.
And exit jet 976, what was the final altitude you wanted?
420.
You said, well, I need either like 41 or 43, 42 is not available.
Okay, 430.
Exit jet 976, you can expect that, flight level 430 for the final, you ready to go?
Ready to go for right.
Exit jet 976, runway 4 right, flight runway heading, maintain 5,000, clear for takeoff.
Okay, runway heading, maintain 5,000, exec jet 976, clear for takeoff right.
Southwest 1637, just fly your present heading, radar vectors into the visual crush, runway 20 right, descend and maintain 3,000.
Contact present heading, descend and maintain 3,000, Southwest 1637. Walker 675, level 32, entry 280, final flight 320.
Walker 675, I think I missed what you were saying. Did you set the
5,000 and climbing out of 4,900.
It's a Little Rock.
Jet 976, turn left, heading up 330.
Okay, left turn 330, exec jet 976.
4 right. 4 right. Good oak. Now weather looks good. There might be some thunderstorms just north of Little Rock, but I don't think I explained whether our engine has discovered those.
Southwest 1637, turn left, heading 230, join the runway 20 right, localizer.
Left 230, general presence, 20 right, Southwest 1637.
Alright, we don't see it simulated in our simulator, but appreciate the heads up. We'll note if we need deviation. SkyWest 15 now.
Yes, sir, appreciate that. Southwest 1637, if you roll out on the localizer, the airport will be at your 12 o'clock in 10 miles, report the field.
Inside, Southwest 1637.
Southwest 1637, clear visual pressure, wind 20 right.
Clear visual 20 right, Southwest 1637.
Southwest 3751, descend and maintain flight level 330.
Down at 330 for Southwest 3751.
Number 245, Juliet Sierra, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, 5 Juliet Sierra.
Jet 976, clear direct Tulsa, Tango, Uniform Lima, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Okay, direct Tulsa and climb and maintain 430, exec jet 976.
Okay, we are coming up to 10 miles to top of descent, so we can start putting the landing performance together here. So we're estimating that we'll have about I'm gonna say 35.
Southwest 1637, the winds are light and variable at Nashville, runway
I'm gonna
20
say
right.
4,000 pounds of fuel left. At a 0 fuel rate of that, so 58.3 plus 4 is request essentially above 4,000. That's 62,340. Runway 4 flaps 5. Wind is 090 at 10. Temperature is 26. Altitude 297. That all looks good.
Southwest 3751, you do have traffic at your 11 o'clock and 22 miles. He is westbound, climbing out of 32, or actually, I'm sorry, he's leveling off at flight level 320 and MD-80.
Roger, have that traffic in sight. 3751.
Southwest 3751, I appreciate that, sir. Contact the Atlanta Center now, 132.907.
1 to Atlanta, 3751, thank you.
Takes 75, traffic off your right at 2 o'clock and 18 miles. He's southbound, flight level 330 above
Memphis Center, SkyWest 5984, request descent.
Yes, sir, you were my next call. SkyWest 5984, policy discretion, center maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion down to 240, descending to 240, SkyWest 5984. 240. Flight level change. Speed is back on the elevator.
Center, Cessna 245 Juliet Sierra, can we get ILS into Memphis?
Message.
Yes, sir. Where are you parking?
Going to the FBO.
Just a signature, would that be alright?
Yeah, signature sign for Juliet Sierra.
Juliet Sierra information uniform is current at Memphis. The new altimeter 200. You can expect the ILS approach from my 36 left.
For Juliet Sierra is where we uniform. We can expect the ILS runway.
VNAV here.
Runway 36 left.
36 left for Juliet Sierra.
And I'm Juliet Sierra, turn right heading of 100, 100 degrees.
Right 100 degrees for Juliet Sierra.
Memphis Walker 675, I'd like to amend my request if we go continue direct ACI for weather, and then maybe direct view after ACI.
You're still on course to ACI, correct?
Yeah, I just knew you were waiting for me to pass over in your airspace, so I just figured let you know what I was thinking.
Yeah, actually you're right on my line. I don't have you for probably another 4 minutes of flying where I can turn you, which you do have some weather at your 12 o'clock and it's right at 4 minutes of flying. Let me get the mileage for you. It's 12 o'clock and about 32 miles for Walker 675. Area of moderate with a scattered spot of heavy precipitation, mostly south of your course, mostly to your left, but there's a little bit in your way. Advise if you need to deviate.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I think we'll be fine after ACI. Maybe direct view after ACI. We'll let you know, Walker 675.
Sure.
Memphis Center, good afternoon. Frontier Flight 1414, flight level 380, crossing over Vulcan with request.
Frontier Flight 1414, Memphis Center, good afternoon. I'm showing that you're exiting the weather basically in another 2 or 3, 4 miles or so. I don't show anything for a little bit for you, about 50 or 70 miles. Let me know if you need to deviate.
Roger, that is our request. We're actually requesting from Vulcan direct to Torn to join the Gustafson arrival into Houston.
Hey Memphis, good afternoon. Denver 5092 is on the ground. Memphis, ready to push out on info member with information uniform.
Now I got several calling at once. Frontier Flight 1414, I'll get right back to you on some routing. Just stand by for a second. Was there somebody in Memphis that was ready for taxi?
Yeah, it's at Denver 5092. We're ready to push back on to November with information uniform.
Denver 5092, roger. Expect runway 36 left. Let me know you're ready for taxi.
Roger.
Was there someone else calling for that needed something different? SkyWest 5984, descend to maintain 10,000, Little Rock altimeter 2995.
Down to 10,000 and 2995 in altimeters, SkyWest 59.
And Southwest 1637. Yes, sir, taxi to the ramp of the Bravo, let me see here, Bravo Lima Tango 4. Cross runway 31.
Press info. Yep. Winds are 1208 now.
And Frontier Flight 1414, what did you have for routing as you wanted different?
I wanted for Vulcan direct to Torn to join the Gustafson
Temperature is 27.
Let's see, after Vulcan, you wanted to give me the fix again for prior to Gusher.
5. Stays the same. Computed.
Tango, Oscar, Romeo, November, enter flight 1414.
Okay, the approach is 129.
Memphis, Torrensman, DFW's airspace road, VHU's border.
VREF 124. VAC 147.
Got here for Frontier Flight 1414, I'm working on that, Steven. Number 245 Juliet's here, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2005 Julius here.
Flaps 5. Landing temperature is 27. Flaps 5. Wind is 120 at 8. Landing weight 62,340. We are at 64,000. Anti-ice snow, that's all good. Okay, all that looks...
Frontier Flight 1414, clear present position, direct Torn, and join the Gusher 3 Bravo.
Present position, direct Torn, join the Gusher 3 Bravo to Houston, Frontier Flight 1414, thank you.
MFS Endeavour 5092 is ready to taxi, uniform.
Endeavour 1592, thank you for uniform, runway 36 left, taxi via November, Mike 1.
Endeavour 6 left fly, November, Mike 1, Endeavour 5092.
Southwest 21 and 23, Ensign Sergeant, pushback approved, expect runway 20 center.
Let's go, let's go.
SkyWest 5984, information, Charlie's current, expect the visual approach runway, you want to expect the ILS approach runway 4 right.
Alright, we have Charlie and we'll prepare for the ILS for right, Skywest 5984, thank you.
5 Juliet here.
Memphis, Endeavor 5092 ready at 36 left.
Alright, you just can't hold the microphone down. I'll get right back to you. SkyWest 5984, descend and maintain 5,000.
So maintain 5,000, SkyWest 5984. 5,000.
Endeavor 5902, let's see, traffic is on a 5-mile final, hard to Jacks, runway 36 left, clear for immediate takeoff.
Okay, RNF Jack, clear for takeoff 36 left, no left, Endeavor 592.
November 245, Juliet, Sierra, traffic oil is an RJ jet departing runway 36 center, 36 left.
Copy, 5 Juliet here.
5 Juliet here, it looks like you're lined up on, I told you to expect runway 36 left, and I'm not sure which runway you're lined up on, sir.
I believe you said 36 right, 5 Juliet here.
Now I got you marked down, and Cadis is 36, I'll be with runway 36 right, cleared to land. We'll just figure it out later.
36 right, clear to land, 5 Juliet here.
Southwest 2123, runway 31 right, 20 center, taxi via Tango 4, Sierra 7, cross runway 31.
Endeavor 5092 is passing 1.1, climbing 5,000.
Endeavor 5092, radar contact climb and maintain 16,000.
16,000, Endeavor 5092.
Down, lights on.
SkyWest 5984, turn left heading 19, all radar vectors to get you around the other side of the airport.
Alright, left turn 190, SkyWest 59.
And Delta 1799, checking 350, about 22 miles west of Loose.
Delta 1799, Memphis Center, good afternoon, welcome.
What happened to the altitude instruction? Flight level change? That's a bit weird. Why did they stop descending when I went from nav to heading mode?
November 245, Juliet's here, where are you going to park, sir?
Parking signature, 5 Juliet here.
Wild.
Number 5 Juliet's here, you make a left turn there at Papa. SkyWest 5984, descend and maintain 3000.
So I maintain 3000, SkyWest 5984. Thanks. I'm gonna be late. Manual mode here.
Well, I mean, they've got you marked down for lens at 240. To maintain flight level 240 for now. Yes, you expect lower in just a couple minutes.
Okay, that was my call saying, "Where the hell are you?" So we gotta get this bird on the ground.
Endeavour 5092, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, Endeavour 5092.
So speed down here. 200 knots.
United 2666, descend via the Swift 3 arrival. Nashville is landing to the south, altimeter 3002.
Flaps 1.
Southwest 2123, wind is light and variable, fly runway heading, runway 20 center, fly runway heading, maintain 4000, clear for takeoff. And SkyWest 5984, so your turn right, heading of 340.
Right turn 340, SkyWest 5984. Right turn 340. Turning me into slow down to oops. That all doesn't matter. Go down to 200. Flaps 2. Pretty hazy. So watch this. VL and where is it? Approach. Oh, okay. It's allowing it. Miracle. Let's disengage that because he hasn't given me the clearance. Come on, man. Give me the clearance. You're gonna blow me through the ILS, dude.
Scott 5984, you're 7 miles from Getty, turn right heading 010, maintain 3000 Del Savage, clear ILS 4 right approach.
Right turn 010, maintain 3000, clear ILS 4 right approach. SkyWest 1594. Okay, there's...
Southwest 2123 radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000 sea altitude living. And say your current altitude. Roger, sir, turn left heading of 160.
Okay, we have the localizer.
Yes, sir, I gave the wrong heading. Anyway, turn left heading 170.
Walker 675 needs about 10 minutes off frequency.
Walker 675, approve, report back, please.
Wilco 675.
Okay, let's go to the charts here for a second. Go around altitude.
Jet 976, you're leaving my airspace to the northwest. Kansas Station is presently offline this afternoon. Frequency change to advisory is approved this time.
Over advisory for Jet 976, thanks for the ATC.
Okay.
Go down. The approach is 129. Let's get all the way down there. Flaps 3.
Endeavor 5902, climb and maintain flight level 370.
370 Endeavor 5092.
Flaps 4. And flaps 5.
Southwest 2123, cleared direct to Aston. Let me make sure we can do that. Yeah, Southwest 2123, I don't show it. We'll see if they'll take it. Clear direct to Higgy. It's old stuff, so that's why we don't keep up with it very well. Well, hang on a second. Let me get you in. Higgy's way over there. Let's see here. Southwest 2123, I just fly your present heading for now for traffic. And SkyWest 5984, wind 120 at runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 4 right, SkyWest 5984. Clear to land. Autopilot.
Autopilot.
It's a bit blustery here, my man.
500.
And for Southwest 2123, was your routing for weather? Okay, it's just not the normal route that we used to get to. You're going to Atlanta, right?
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 200. Minimums.
Do you happen to have like the Chipper 1 arrival or the Glavin 2 arrival by chance?
Glide slow.
Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope.
Yeah, shut up with the
Glide
glide slope.
slope.
Glide slope's fine.
Glide slope.
50.
Glide slope.
Throttle.
Glide slope.
30.
20.
Yes, sir. Why don't we go direct
10.
to Chipper to join the Chipper 1 arrival? Southwest 5984, welcome to Little Rock, taxi to the ramp via Romeo and Tango.
Romeo Tango to the ramp, SkyWest 5984. Thanks for the help. Good day.
Good day.
So Romeo Tango to the ramp. Got a whole ass here, boys.
United 2666, information. Bravo is current in Nashville. Let me know when you get Bravo. You can expect a visual pressure Mike 20 right. Endeavor 5092, I'm going to have you level at 33 by around Kensaw or so. Let's see, well, let's just amend your altitude, climb and maintain flight level 330. We'll show that for the final.
Back on the 10 flight level 330, that'll be the final, Endeavor 59-2.
Thank you.
Gotta park this guy super fast and get the hell out of here. Let's go!
Southwest 2123, there's a small area of weather here at your 12 o'clock and 30 miles, about 5 or 7 miles in diameter, area of moderate to heavy precipitation. I'm going to flip you over to Atlanta shortly and they'll have higher for you. Southwest 2123, Atlanta Center now 132.907. He should get you higher. Okay. Yeah, 2666, thank you. Expect the visual pressure she's all right.
Alright, that APU, shoot.